Hi everyone, thanks very much for joining me. So in this video I'm just going to run through some more movies that I've picked up recently. Now normally speaking I'd be showing you DVDs and some Blu-rays that I pick up at local thrift stores, and whilst I do have some to show you in this video, the bulk of these actually are Blu-rays that I picked up from a lady who was selling them nearby. 34 Blu-rays for $10. She wanted to sell them as a lot. Now I must admit there's a number of titles here that I wasn't particularly interested in, but it was certainly worth just paying the $10 for the ones that I did want. But yeah, maybe some of these ones will interest you. I think a lot of these are common titles really, but here we go. I'll show you what I got and let me know if you like these movies. Okay, first up it is James Cameron's Avatar. This is the 3D version. I do have the Avatar Blu-ray already, so I don't particularly need this, but yeah, nice cover. Next up it's James Franco and Seth Rogen in The Interview, the one that was a little bit politically sensitive when it came out. I haven't seen this, so I'll probably give it a watch. Next up it's Jason Timberlake and Mila Kunis in Friends with Benefits. I haven't actually seen this, so again I'll probably give this a watch. Next, not one that particularly interested me, but maybe I'll give it a go, the Peanuts movie. Next, Still Sealed, Rush, but I do already have this, great movie. And another one I already have, and that's American Hustle, good movie. Now here's one I did want to add to my collection, and that's Frost Nixon, really good performance here from Frank Langella. Django Unchained, still unopened, but I have this already. John Cena's 12 Rounds, I've not seen this. Again, this one is unopened. Yeah, I'll give it a watch. Next is Gonzalez Inarritu's 21 Grams. Long time since I've seen this, but yeah, I'll keep this one. And Angelina Jolie and Johnny Depp in The Tourist. I've not seen this, so I'll give it a try. Next we've got Argo, the Oscar-winning Argo, Ben Affleck's film. I haven't got this in my collection, so yeah, I'm okay having this. Next is Texas Chainsaw in 3D. I don't think this one's meant to be very good. I've not seen it before. Not one I particularly wanted, but maybe I'll give it a watch. Safe House, Denzel Washington and Ryan Reynolds, but I already have this. And Stone, Robert De Niro and Edward Norton. It's been a while since I saw this. As I remember, it wasn't that great, but yeah, I'll give it another go. Nicolas Cage in Bangkok Dangerous. This is unopened. Again, not one I particularly wanted, but I'll try it out. And yeah, quite pleased to have this. I have the DVD of The Town, but this is the Blu-ray with the extended cut. And I like The Town a lot. It's a great movie. So yeah, I think this extended cut gives it about another 25 minutes of footage. So yeah, quite pleased to have this one. Next up is Rogue Kill with Kevin Bacon and Jimon Hinsu. Hasn't got particularly good reviews, directed by the guy that did Ong Bak, Prachya Pinkal. But yeah, I'll give it a try. Next up, Brooklyn's Finest from director Antoine Fuqua. Yeah, quite a while since I saw this. I think it was okay. Richard Gere, Ethan Hawke, Don Cheadle, Wesley Snipes, so pretty good cast. Next I've got some 3D versions here of The Hobbit. So the first one, the second, The Desolation of Smaug, and the third, The Battle of the Five Armies, although I don't think this one is in 3D. So yeah, I have the Hobbit movies on DVD, so don't mind having them on better edition Blu-rays. Next up, Jason Statham in The Bank Job, still unopened. Next up, Machete with Danny Trejo. I did see this one at the cinema, but yeah, haven't seen it since. Directed by Robert Rodriguez. Jim Carrey in Dumb and Dumber. And we also have Dumb and Dumber 2. Again, not ones I was particularly looking to add to my collection, but there you go. No Country for Old Men, I already have this. And one I did want, which was Zero Dark 30, really good film from Catherine Bigelow, and not one that I had in my collection already, so pleased to have this. And then we have Olympus Has Fallen, a Gerard Butler movie, also directed by Antoine Fuqua. Yeah, pretty trashy, but not too bad, quite fun. I have this one already, Lucy, directed by Luc Besson with Scarlett Johansson. Don't know this one, Unthinkable with Samuel L. Jackson and Carrie-Anne Moss. So yeah, I'll give this one a try. Not heard of it before. Another one from Gerard Butler, Gamer in 3D. I haven't seen this, not one I was particularly looking to add to my collection. Alpha Dog. I have seen this a long time ago, don't remember it very well, but yeah, quite a good cast in this one. Okay, so those are the Blu-rays, 34 Blu-rays for $10. As you can see, a bit of a mixed bag there, but yeah, there's a few there that I was quite pleased to add to my collection. The others, yeah, which are duplicates or ones which I'm not interested in, I will look to give those away. And now on to the thrift finds of the last week. Got Marilyn Monroe in the 7-Year Itch. I do have this on Laserdisc, and actually the Criterion channel this month are doing a whole season of Marilyn Monroe films, which is nice. But yeah, glad to have this one in the collection. Stay away from the cans, they're shooting at the cans. Steve Martin triple bill here in The Jerk, Dead Men Don't Wear Plaid, and The Lonely Guy. Next up is House of Gucci from director Ridley Scott, starring Lady Gaga, Adam Driver, Al Pacino, Jared Leto. Now, when I saw this one at the cinema, as I recall, I liked it pretty much for the first hour, but I think in that second half, when we spend more time with the Jared Leto and Al Pacino characters, it kind of went off the rails for me. But nonetheless, I'll be interested to give this one another go. Next up, Wild Horses, which is directed by Robert Duvall, as well as starring him with Josh Hartnett and James Franco. I do like westerns, so I was quite keen on picking this up, but the more I've read into this, perhaps that might be a mistake. This does seem to be a bit of a vanity project where he's cast his wife in one of the lead roles, and she doesn't seem to have that much acting experience. But nonetheless, I'll give it a try myself, see what I think of it. Next up, and it's Kenneth Branagh's Shakespeare adaptation of Much Ado About Nothing. Haven't seen this since the cinema, but yeah, quite a cast in this that includes Denzel Washington and Keanu Reeves. Next up, Creed 2, which I didn't like as much as Creed, but it was still a pretty worthwhile film. I haven't seen Creed 3 yet, but yeah, okay to add this one to the collection. And this one, 9 Lives. I hadn't heard of this. It's produced by Alejandro Inarritu, directed by Rodrigo Prieto, and basically I think this was a film that was made probably during lockdown, but it's various women with different stories in their lives, but these are monologues which are done in sort of unbroken takes. So I think it's like a 90-minute film, so you've got, I think, 9 different monologues or scenes which are done as one takes. So yeah, sounds interesting. I'll give it a go. And then just one TV series. Now, I haven't seen this, Penny Dreadful. I've heard of the series. I know it's had a few seasons. Eva Green here and Josh Hartnett there on the cover. Let me know if you've seen this and what you think of it. Yeah, when I actually looked at the back and the description of this, I didn't realise that this series is actually combining characters such as Dorian Gray and Victor Frankenstein and Dracula together with some original characters as well. So it sounds very interesting and intriguing. The cast also includes Timothy Dalton and Britain's own Billie Piper. So yeah, I think this could be quite an interesting one to watch, but I really don't know that much about it other than having seen it just advertised, I think, via Amazon Prime. So yeah, let me know if you've seen this and what you think of it. And then finally, and belatedly, I've added The Fast and the Furious to my collection. Now, funnily enough, I really like the Fast and the Furious movies. I'm in the camp where I like 5 to 8 the best, and then the other ones perhaps slightly less so. But I did really like the Fast and the Furious, but I just never had it in my collection. So the other one I don't have is Tokyo Drift, so I still need to get that. And actually I don't have F9 in my collection as well. So F9 almost put me off from going to see Fast X, but thankfully it didn't, and I actually went and saw that just last week, and I had a great time watching it. Came away with a little poster here, which was fun. But yeah, Fast X for me was just a really good time at the cinema. I think Jason Momoa really eats up the screen in that film. Yeah, this whole franchise, I mean, they are dumb, they are stupid. The plot lines jump all over the place. The timelines don't make sense. The films defy logic and gravity. And yeah, there's no reason why I should be enjoying them, but I do. I think they're actually really good fun. And yeah, Fast X I thought was a good kind of return to form, if you like, after the disappointment of F9. So yeah, I enjoyed seeing that. But yeah, good to have Fast and the Furious back in my collection, and I'll keep an eye out for Tokyo Drift. Anyway, I'm now drifting off, so I'll wrap things up. Thanks very much for watching. Let me know your comments on these films. Like I say, this is more of a generic collection video, not particularly uncommon titles here, but let me know what you think, and please do join me again for some more videos. I hope to see you again. Thanks very much for joining me. Okay, all the best. Bye bye.